The great house at Collinwood, and the frightening world of parallel time, where an atmosphere of terror prevails. It began with the murder of Angelique Collins, and it became even more terrifying after her return from the grave. Quentin Collins has been accused of murder, but is at large somewhere on the estate. And on this night, one woman who is trying to help him clear his name will discover that her own life is in imminent danger.
Why are the police searching the beach?
They're not.
But I don't understand. You just told Quentin that they were.
I wanted to speak with you alone.
Oh, about what?
First of all, I want you to tell me exactly where you were going to take Quentin. Dr. Hoffman.
Dr. Hoffman. I don't know what you mean.
Don't you? You've been carrying on this deception for quite some time now, haven't you?
Deception?
What have you done with Hoffman? Tell me what you did with her.
You've made a terrible mistake. I am Hoffman.
No. No, I knew that you were acting strangely for quite some time, but I didn't really get suspicious until I went into my own room tonight.
Your own room?
Yes. And there I saw two people from the other time. The time that Barnabas Collins came from. I saw Quentin and Maggie. And they were saying that Dr. Julia Hoffman had come to this time. Then very suddenly, everything that you had been doing began to make very good sense.
If I've changed, it's only because I've become so frightened about how all this will end and what will happen to us.
You've changed because you've begun to help Barnabas Collins.
I'm not helping Barnabas Collins. I swear it.
What have you done with our Hoffman?
Believe me, I am Hoffman. I'm the one that was loyal enough to believe that you were coming back. I alone believed that. If I were this Dr. Hoffman, would I be standing here pleading with you? How can I prove to you that I am your servant?
You don't have to, Hoffman. Because I do believe what you're saying is true.
You do?
Yes. I'm sorry that I had to put you through that ordeal. But you understand, after I saw those two people in the room, I had to find out if anything had happened to the one person I knew I could trust.
Yes. Yes, I can understand how you must have felt.
I didn't want anything to have happened to you. You're so very valuable to me.
Thank you.
Well, I think Quentin will be safe in the cave. For tonight, at least. Come. We have work to do at Collinwood.
Elizabeth, what are you doing up?
I couldn't sleep.
But the doctor gave you a sedative. He said it would keep you asleep until at least noon tomorrow.
I woke up for a reason. I don't understand it.
What reason? What are you talking about?
I woke up Because I could feel Carolyn's presence in my room.
Elizabeth, Carolyn is at rest.
Do you think anyone who has been brutally murdered can ever be at rest?
Perhaps not, but...
I don't believe it.
Elizabeth, please, let me take you to your room. You're very tired. You need to rest.
Roger, I know you think I'm imagining things, but I'm not. At one point, I even thought I heard Carolyn speaking to me.
But that is impossible.
Her voice was very faint, as if she was speaking from a great distance.
Elizabeth, you've got to stop this.
I can think of only one reason why Carolyn would try to communicate with me after death. She's trying to tell me who murdered her.
Elizabeth, listen to me. There is no way that Carolyn can communicate with you. Now, you've got to pull yourself together.
Roger, you sound as if you didn't want to know who killed Carolyn.
That's absurd. I just want you to be more realistic about all this, that's all.
I don't understand why you're getting so upset.
I'm not upset.
Yes, you are.
Very well, then I am.
Why?
But no more so than anyone else in this house.
Why?
Well, speaking of death has always been disturbing to me. And I don't know why. Just that way, that's all.
It didn't upset you to talk about Angelique after she died. You talked about her all the time.
Elizabeth, will you please stop all of this?
Good evening. I thought the doctor had given you a sedative.
He did, but I wasn't able to sleep. I woke
Elizabeth,
up...
please don't go into this again.
Into what? Has something happened?
Yes. Roger's determined to believe it had happened in my mind.
I don't understand.
Nor do I. You're very tired. Please allow me to take you upstairs. You need to get your rest.
No, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Very well, then. If you will excuse me, I will try to get some rest.
He seems to be very disturbed about something. Do you know what it is?
No.
Well, he's right, you know. You should get some rest.
When the time comes, I'll get all the rest I need.
Why, good evening, Mr. Collins.
Two of you out rather late.
I don't think that's any concern of yours, Mr. Collins.
Well, Hoffman, there's no way to speak to a member of the family. You're up rather late yourself, though. However, that's not surprising for you, is it?
I'm not quite sure I know what you mean.
The mystery of Barnabas Collins never ceases to amaze me.
Well, whatever that mystery is, it must be a product of your imagination.
I don't think so. You see, I've already been able to discern a very curious fact about you. You're a nocturnal creature. I never see you during the day. Where do you go? And what do you do? I shall have all the answers to those questions very soon. I promise you that. Come, Hoffman.
I should have known all along that you would do your utmost to have the final word. How my life has changed, and what I've become because of you. I was foolish to think that everything would be changed once you were gone. Nothing has changed except me. You've dominated our lives more than ever. I believed I'd done the best thing. Yes, even though I loved you. I thought that it was a good thing to be rid of you. But you found a way to return, bringing with you more suffering and tragedy. And then, it became necessary for Carolyn to die.
You killed Carolyn.
Elizabeth, how long have you been standing there?
Long enough to know the truth.
You don't know what you're saying.
You knew what you were saying.
No, I didn't. I've been drinking. I was just rambling
No,
on.
Roger. Quentin didn't murder Angelique. It was you.
No, Elizabeth.
It was you.
Elizabeth, listen to me.
And somehow Carolyn found out and you killed her.
Listen to me, Elizabeth.
You killed Carolyn.
I didn't want to do it. I never wanted any harm to come to her.
You monster.
No.
We're as far below the house now as we can get.
How did you ever find this place?
Damien Edwards told me about it. He's explored every inch of Collinwood.
Not sure Mr. Quentin will like it here.
Well, he may not find it very comfortable, but it's the safest possible hiding place he could have. There's a lever here somewhere. Yes, here it is. Now, you go first.
I'll try to get some things and make him comfortable here.
That won't be necessary,
What do you mean?
because this place is not for Quentin. It is for you, Doctor.
But I told you that
I really think I was a fool enough to believe that. After all the things you did, the trip you made that night to my father's house, the way you interrupted Will Loomis and me in the tower room, your instant diagnosis of his death. Oh, no. I didn't even believe you in the cave. I just thought I'd let you think I did, because then I knew I'd be able to bring you here more easily.
I see.
You really are Dr. Hoffman, aren't you? You might as well admit it.
Yes. Yes, I'm Dr. Hoffman. What are you planning to do with me?
Believe me, it would make me very happy to kill you. But I have decided that you'll be more valuable to me alive.
Why?
For various reasons. First of all, there are certain questions I want you to answer. Such as, what have you done with our Hoffman? Where is she? I would advise you to answer me, Doctor.
Hoffman is dead.
Dead? How? Tell me how.
I didn't want it to happen that way.
You killed her.
Well, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill her.
You killed her. Because she found out the truth. Yes, about Barnabas Collins. That's it, isn't it, Doctor? I remember now. She called me one night in Bangor. She said she had something very important to tell me that she'd discovered about Barnabas. Well, she won't be able to now. But you will. You see, that's the real reason I've brought you here. You're not going to leave this place until you tell me the secret of Barnabas Collins.
Roger. Well, what are you doing in here? Roger, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Well, I certainly didn't expect to find you here. I thought you said you were getting a rest.
I don't think it's possible for me to rest tonight. I've been going through this house from room to room, trying to get my thoughts straight.
Your thoughts about what?
Everything that's happened here.
Well, in a way, I'm glad I found you here. I want to talk to you about Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
Yes, it isn't good for her to be wandering around the house. Someone should have been with her to make her stay in bed.
Yes, I know. It's my fault. I should have stayed with her.
Oh, don't blame yourself. Anyone could have. Well, I wonder how this could have got broken.
I'm sure I don't know. Barnabas, why don't we go down to the drawing room for our talk? Over a drink.
Oh, thank you, but what I have to say I can tell you here. I merely wanted to make a suggestion regarding Elizabeth.
Please, let's go down there, if you don't mind.
Roger, why don't you tell me what's wrong?
I tell you nothing's wrong. This room, it has so many memories.
Well, you would have been better off not coming here, wouldn't you?
Yes. How true that is. Please, let's go downstairs.
If it'd make you feel any better, of course.
I'll follow you.
How can I tell you something I don't know?
Oh, yes, you do know. You know everything there is to know about Barnabas Collins. And you might as well stop resisting me, because I have ways of forcing you to tell me.
Oh, the way you killed Bruno Hess and blamed it on Quentin?
I don't mind admitting to you that I disposed of Bruno. I always told him that one day he would prove quite useful to me, and he did. Turn around and face me, Julia.
No, I know what you're trying to do. I won't let you.
I command you to turn around and look at me.
No, I know about hypnotism. I know how to resist it.
Then why won't you look at me?
I will never tell you what it is you want to know.
Does Barnabas Collins have the same power over you that he had over Will Loomis?
I haven't any idea what you're talking about.
I have plenty of time, Dr. Hoffman. Sooner or later, you will tell me everything I want to know.
Roger, has something happened that I don't know about?
If it did, then I don't know about it either.
Are you quite sure?
Yes, of course I'm sure. You said you wanted to make a suggestion concerning Elizabeth.
Yes. I think it would be a good idea if there was a nurse outside her room so that she couldn't wander around the house.
Yes, that's an excellent idea. I'll see to it right away, and then I'll try to get some rest. Good night.
Good night, Roger.
I'll see you to the door.
Still refuse to tell me what I want to know?
Yes?
Very well. I could resort to black magic to make you suffer even more. But I think I like this way better.
What do you mean?
I'm going to leave you here, Doctor. Oh, I'll come back every now and then to check and see if you've changed your mind.
You needn't bother, I won't.
Oh? Then you shall spend the rest of your life here, which won't be very long. Your candles will go out soon, and you'll be left in darkness. You may cry for help, but no one will hear you. You have no food, No water, and no chance for escape. You are going to rot in this room, Dr. Hoffman.
No! No!